أَحَسِبَ النَّاسُ أَن يُتْرَكُوا أَن يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. Do people think they just say, we believe, and then they're not going to be tested in regards to their faith, in regards to their health, in regards to their wealth, in regards to their families, in regards to everything else? You will be tested. But here's the deal. As believers, we do not put ourselves in positions where our faith is going to be made vulnerable. We don't go seeking out things that will shake our faith. You know, one of the men who was being hunted by Al-Hajjaj ibn Yusuf was Sa'id ibn Jubair radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And Sa'id ibn Jubair was being hunted, and Sa'id was told, you know, if you trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so much, because he wasn't scared, he was visibly not shaken by the presence of that tyrant, why don't you jump off a cliff? He said, Allah tests me, I don't test him. You don't test Allah. You don't ask Allah for hardship. You don't ask Allah to put your health at risk. You don't ask Allah to put your family at risk. You ask Allah for the best of this world. You don't seek out fitan. You don't seek out trials and tribulations. And the Prophet ﷺ taught us, for example, when Al-Masih ad-Dajjal, when the Antichrist would come to this earth, the Prophet ﷺ said, don't get excited about yourself and feel like I have confidence, let me go challenge him. Because it's a fitna. It's a test. It's a trial to your faith. You might really, really be convinced that if I'm in front of him, I've got this. But what happens when Al-Masih ad-Dajjal, when the Antichrist starts to work spells and starts to do things, you might get lost. Don't look for it. Seek refuge in Allah from him. And if you happen to encounter him, you would hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would make you from the protected. But the Prophet ﷺ did not tell us to go to those places. Well, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned if there is a land that has a plague in it, don't go to that land. It's not that that's a lack of tawakkul, a lack of trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't test Allah. We don't seek out those tests. But we prepare ourselves for the worst of tests. We prepare ourselves for the worst of them. We're always vigilant with our iman. Always vigilant with our faith. And at some point, each and every single one of us has to take themselves to task and try to identify what those weaknesses are before those weaknesses are exploited. That takes introspection. Before you get put in a situation where those weaknesses are going to be exploited and made vulnerable, you have to take yourself to task. Prepare yourself.